Amid a surge of violence in the Middle East, there is grief that is being felt all around the world. Thousands of deaths, including innocent children, caught in a vicious war. Many have turned to social media to voice their concerns, opinions, or to advocate. But some lawyers are reporting that since October 7th, there's been an increase in calls from Canadians who say they're being punished at work for their posts, leading to concerns about freedom of speech in the workplace.
There's a lot of fear permeating through Canadian workplaces.
Muniza Sheikh has seen a significant uptick of calls from employees.
You have employees that are advocating on a side that may not fully be aligned with their employer. And what's happening is employers are not even really investigating, but sort of pulling the trigger quickly and either disciplining or terminating without even giving employees an opportunity to remove the content or what they qualify as offending posts.
The Canadian Muslim Legal Centre says they've seen a 300% increase in calls since October 7th. 134 Canadians seeking advice because they were either fired or suspended. 30% of these calls are from non-Muslims.
It's been news clippings. It's been like the graphic images that are showing kind of what's happening on ground. And then it kind of gets into a space where it gets a little bit trickier when it comes to some of the stuff that they're posting and how it's being interpreted.
And employers, too, are unsure of how to navigate these difficult situations.
There's no precedent like this right now, right? There's nothing that has happened to this magnitude where people are actually advocating online, and that's bleeding into the workplace. Anything you can say can be held against you when it comes to your job. And that's something that folks are very, very startled about.
Both lawyers urging Canadians need better legal education. Sheikh says an employer can take action in certain cases, including when it's affecting the business or if others are feeling discriminated against. Otherwise, there is a right to freedom of expression in the workplace.
Employers need to understand that they are, exposing themselves to a significant amount of liability and probably are going to be saddled with a number of wrongful termination cases.
Earlier this week, a group of Canadian legal professionals drafted an open letter to the legal community on pro-Palestinian speech, signed by nearly 700 professionals and organizations, including Vincent Wong.
People are being doxxed, people are being harassed, subject to death threats. There have been calls to withdraw job offers. There have been calls to people's employers to fire people who have issued pro-Palestinian statements and so on.
In responding to the letter online, part of a tweet from the Center for Israel and Jewish Affairs reads, quote, "We welcome debate. No one is silencing freedom of expression, but the law protects minorities, including the Jewish community, from hate speech." Iman Mohammed also adds that the true impact in the increase of these calls may not be known for quite some time. If some of these cases do go to the Human Rights Tribunal, that could take 2 to 3 years. In Toronto, I'm Faiza Amin for City News.